be hopping out, laying 2 feet. Give a fuck what you see. It ain't me. Moving in a guy body. Know he got me. She tryna stop me. She in the lobby, shaking bake. I'm Ricky Bobby. I'm moving along, Rolling Stone, call it a hobby. It ain't a hobby. 9 to 5 to stay alive, but she want overtime. I'm overtime. I'm out of time. She out of line. Say. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh. Tell me, can you really love that way? Tell me, can you really love that way? Show face, facts, relax, I'm taking time on this shit. Toes is down and I can never go switch. I flinch when the bitch says she love me. A war for my heart and she tell me I can give you all and I have nothing. You won't even budge to give me something. But I can't wait. I can't wait.
So much shit you couldn't fantasize it. Trying to speak on what I lost, but I could never find it. I'm sorry if I get that love that I can't recognize.
Welcome back to Opinionated the Podcast, Season 2. I'm your host, Joshua Hicks, and alongside me as always is my brother from another mother, Reed Washington. And today we have a special guest. He's been in our DMs faithfully trying to get on this episode, so we had to get the boy Brandon Williams in. How you doing, Brandon?
I'm blessed always, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm black and melanin, happy, alive.
Let me say something. This is my guy right here, man. This is my guy. I work with him, but from the jump, I think we clicked. I don't remember our first conversation, but from the jump,
I do.
We clicked. I don't.
Brandon, tell the people a little bit about yourself, man.
Man. I was born and raised in Tupelo, Mississippi.
Country boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Big
Born
Crit.
and bred. Oh, for sure. Hey, man. For sure.
I'm on my Southern rappers.
Big Crit, David Banner, 8 Ball. My dad would, man, time I got in the car, and he had a little brown box. You from the South? Brown box Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
Crown bags on the, was that the
I know what
clicker?
you're talking
Yeah.
about.
And every time we listening to music, Big Crit and radio, like when I first started listening to music, I just would listen to sound. I didn't really listen to lyrics, but my dad would always be like, bro, you understand what he's saying? I'm like, huh? You hear what he's saying? Like, I really couldn't understand what he was saying, but then, like, I just pay attention to it, and that's when I eventually got into it. But, yeah, I was Tupelo, Mississippi from age of 12. Then my mama took me and my sister to Atlanta when I was around, like, 13. And I've been there, residing there, and now I'm here in KC.
Tell us a little bit about Atlanta, though, because, you know, for a lot of us, we call that the Black Mecca. So tell us a little bit about growing up in Atlanta. How was that for you?
But you was not wrong. I ain't going to lie. When I first moved there, me and my sister, we did not like it. We was so uncomfortable because, like, all we knew was, like, that small country living.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was around us. We were all, like, you know, literally, like, there's, like, a road called Top Lane. Like, all my relatives was there. And then, like, not even half a mile down the street, my dad's side of the family was, like, right there. So everybody was there. We was all connected. But, like, so when we left, it was really just me, my mom, and my sister. Mm-hmm. And we had some friends out there, some cousins that I met later. And, like, shout out Mr. Vector. He helped us out a lot too. We were there. But it was uncomfortable. Like, I remember sitting in the cafeteria for the first day. We had to have these clear little backpacks on too. It was, oh my God, we hated it. We was just talking about how much we wanted to go home. But
clear backpack?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
to
a
see-
it was
yeah,
a
to see
dress. But I
everything
went
that you
to
had in
I went
there.
to an inner city high school, Columbia High School. It was kind of
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, we had to wear the clear backpacks, whatever. But it eventually left. But
You couldn't put no condom in there. Everybody knows what you about to do. Good.
man, I wasn't even doing it like that right then. But no, it was cool though. I ain't gonna lie. I say I found myself in Atlanta though. I ain't gonna lie as far as like that side, because it's so much culture, like from just like. I ain't gonna lie, it expanded my mind a lot, because I'm gonna break it down in terms of like baseball, because for one, when I got there, I played baseball at the time, and like growing up, I was always like either one of the best or the best on my team, and like I would also only be like the only black kid playing baseball,
Right.
like because baseball is a white man sport, we're gonna keep it like that. So I got there to Atlanta, and I saw these kids. I'm like, oh, I'm a freshman, I'm finna get on varsity easy. I tell you, them niggas can ball. Hey, them niggas can ball. One of the main ones, my brother to this day, Trent Nash. He was the one that like I would like. You know, I told you that day where like if I'm lacking in something, I try to like be around somebody where I can
Learn
build
from
my
him.
strength. Yeah, I was always around him, and he took me under his wing, helped me get better and stuff. And it would be just like me, Khalil, Marvin, Jamal. We just all like came up, Fred, just playing baseball and stuff. And I kind of found myself, because then I was also just around a whole bunch of just black people. I wasn't really around there a lot. And besides my family, when I was
in Mississippi.
yeah, I was like kind of in like a predominantly white school, which was cool. But I mean, I liked Atlanta. I love Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie, I got a lot of love for Atlanta.
Yeah. And let me get this real quick. So like you're in music now, and Atlanta, that's the hot spot. How were you able to use all the different musicians, rappers that come out of Atlanta and build your own?
Well, that's kind of what I was gonna ask him. Where did you go from actually listening to that beat, like you said, and not the lyrics, to actually putting your own lyrics to the pad?
It the lyricism part actually came before, like right in that transition before I moved to Atlanta, because I went through like this Eminem phase. Then I went through like I started like, because like, he was like a big, known for his pen and all that stuff. And then like when I got to Atlanta, I met my friend Daryl, and we would like go back and forth about like who was better, Eminem or Drake. And I never really listened to Drake. Now I finally listened to Drake, and I was like, oh shoot, like I love how heavy and the emotion behind like all the stuff he was saying. So I started being more drawn towards that type of sound, of like the emotion, the heaviness, or the simp aspect, as y'all would say. But and so it started gearing my ear towards more sounds like that. And as I started learning and listening to more music, even like I didn't even listen to mumble rap. Like I ain't gonna lie, like my mind just, as I started growing in my artistry, like my mind just started expanding a whole lot more, because like a lot of times people don't do things or listen to certain type of music because they think like it's bad, but it's only bad to them. Like I can make something right now, and 2,000 people can come to me right now and be like, oh, that shit is garbage. But 50,000 more people might think I'm the best thing walking, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's
I think we talked about that just off camera.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just, like, Josh knows I love Miami artists, and that's a big thing down here, but I can't play a Miami artist here. You know what I'm saying? Because they just don't like them. It's not their sound.
No.
You know what I mean? So I definitely understand what you're saying on that aspect.
Yeah.
And I mean, staying on the course of music, being a rapper, but in today's society, everybody seems like they want to be a rapper or have a podcast. How do you individually find your own path and say, this is why I do it and this is what makes me different?
Originally, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna sound kind of cliche for why I got, because I got to go back to why I got into it for you to understand. I started off just writing poetry because I got my heart broken in high school. Everybody go through that. It's a cliche thing.
Oh, man.
Shut up, bro. I knew you were gonna say that, bro. Anyway, yeah, but that's where it started. And I remember I would just write these poetries and stuff like that. This is before I started trying to learn how to flow. But like that expression alone helped me out a whole lot. So I started doing that. And I remember I would share my poetry with like my friend Trinity, because she did poetry, and also Alicia. I remember Alicia one time, she told me, she was like, oh, you really good. You should try like, doing this and that. And at the same time, I was listening to these rappers coming up. Like this is like around the time when like, who was coming up around like 14, 15,
I mean,
like 21 Savage.
Yeah.
Uzi, all them was coming up by stuff.
Kodak and all
Yeah,
that.
I was hearing all that. I was like, bro, I know damn well I can do this shit. 'Cause at that point, I was like, bro, I can do this. But I didn't really take it serious. It was just like a hobby. But so like just having that expression and being able to like touch people through words and inspiration, that was the initial step. And then learning how to do that sonically, is like the where I'm at now with it, because like people don't know that like well, y'all both are a believer in energies and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So like sound works in frequencies, which is, it sounds abstract, but honestly in the form it is kind of like concrete because you feel it. Yeah. So like, you know, like you can, it don't matter what type of song it is. Like Future, one of the most toxic motherfuckers out there probably. I know a guy that like every time you bump Future, he feel that in his soul. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's just him though. You know what I'm saying? He feels that's here. And that's the same for like if someone listens to Drake or J. Cole or something like that. But that's what it's all about for me, being a connection. And what keeps me individualistic is not trying to box myself into a certain niche or genre, just simply being me. And those are the best artists, if you take note, are the ones that are most successful, like the Uzis. Like I remember, what's that? It was a dude. He was in an interview. They told him, he said, "Oh, you're not gonna last." But like he stayed 10 toes in who he was, and now he's like one of the hardest things out there. Tyler the Creator, we was talking about him earlier, but he weird as hell. But like people love that because he's genuinely being him. You know what I mean? Because
I mean, the best artists, like you said, are the people that are themselves. Yeah. You can't be anybody else but yourself.
We're just kind of talking to you on the regular. You know what I mean? It's funny how I feel your passion for music just through what you talk, how you speak. I remember, you know, we was actually out and about, and you kind of made just a comment towards, you know, a drunk mind, you know, speak sober thoughts. But you came to me, you was like, "Reed, look, I'm not good at everything." And you need to be honest. Like, I'm not good at everything, but I'm great at music. Like, I love this shit. You know what I mean? And I think just hearing that was just like, damn, like, nah, this dude really do it. And like, you eat, sleep, breathe, you know, music. And I think that's super, super important. Yeah. So, I mean,
I appreciate that.
No, I mean, like I said, you have to have some type of confidence. Like, where'd you get your confidence from? Because in music, people could tell you real quick, nah, that ain't it.
I was not always confident, honestly. Like, I literally had like a lot of self-esteem issues. I'm still dealing with insecurities, if I'm being honest. But I found power in myself, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, just genuinely just learning to like my own shit, like how I look, like how I sound, not really like putting too much energy into like an outside opinion. Like, honestly, I really like, I think about this all the time. Like, I sit and like think about like, even this interview I thought about before it even happened. I was like, okay, how would I approach this, you know? And like, I would visualize it. So I think about times where I'm at, like, say I'm at the pinnacle of my career, and say I do some shit where people's like, oh, Black Samson's and yada 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 yada, you can't do that. I genuinely would be like, bro, I do not care. Like, because honestly, at the end of the day, like, before I'm gonna be that person, I'm still who I am today. Mm-hmm. So like, I'm not gonna, y'all see me as this guy that makes great music, this good looking dude, whatever the fuck, but my family sees me as the little kid that shit in his diapers and, you know, all that stuff, and was crying over some girl that, you know, I probably don't even think twice about no more.
I had seen, what are your thoughts about people who do make music and it's not real? Or how do you feel about that?
Like, it goes back to what I said earlier about like, somebody likes it, and like it's even if they fabricate it, it's real to somebody. That's why you got to be careful with what. That's why you also have to be careful with what you put out there, because it's gonna reach and touch somebody, whether you want it to or not. There's power in your platform. Me and my friend Tamar talks about that a lot, because she got on one of my favorite artists' head, J. Cole, during that time. I don't know if y'all are aware when
me too.
Him and No Name got it, her and No Name got it. Yeah, she was like getting on his head about that. Now she had a valid point, you know, because like, you have to be responsible when you have that type of stain or that type of notoriety as a person. You know what I'm saying? That's like if Barack Obama, when he was president, said, "If all these white folks are finna do this, yada yada," that'd be kind of stupid. You know what I mean? That was not smart. You know what I mean? So,
well, I do believe, I ain't mean to cut you off, music does control the tempo.
Oh, it do.
And you know, like, if you feeling one way, you go turn on some Drake, right?
Sure.
But then if you in this other mood, you gonna go turn on, you know, something. Yeah. So I think people have to be careful about what they listen to as well, because it does feed, I guess, the feeling, the energy that they're feeling at the moment. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a vibration.
Yeah,
it's like dead ass is a vibration.
So
that's
Brandon,
also the beauty of it.
I want to switch lanes a little bit and ask you a fun question. 5 people that you get to invite to dinner, dead or alive, 5 rappers. Who are you picking?
Oh man, I'm waiting on this one. Dang. I'm first one to come to mind got to be Black. That's just because that's everybody. If everybody that know me, like, they gonna be watching the episode now. They gonna be like, they knew I was gonna mention this man regardless. And you know how much I love Black. That's my guy. But that's one dude. Like, I'm sorry to go on a tangent, but that's one dude that if I know I'm gonna meet somebody, that's one dude I'm gonna meet, because that dude just fire. But Black, Drake, Cole. The last two a toss up though. It depends on like. I don't want to get judged for my pick because I don't want people thinking.
Picks.
I want people thinking this is about like who the best. It's like people I just genuinely want to talk to. So I say Black, Drake, Cole, Masego. I'd want to meet Masego. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but he's like a trap house jazz artist, very, very good instrumentalist. And I feel like I'm forgetting somebody.
It's gonna come to you after the interview. Be like, man, that's who I should have.
I'm just gonna say Big Crit off the strength of respect. From Mississippi,
Mississippi.
I gotta say Big Crit off just the strength.
I respect that list. That's not a bad list whatsoever.
I would list women, but I would just be drooling the whole time. If I'm being real.
Respectfully, huh?
Yeah.
So outside of music, how do you decompress? What do you do? Who is Brandon outside of music? Because I feel like you just singing all over the damn place all the time.
I literally do. Like, honestly, like, everybody in high school used to tell me to shut the hell up. Even on the game, when the PSN chats, they tell me to shut up because I sing so much. I ain't lying. I had to really tell myself to shut up now because I got to be professional about it because you can cause vocal damage. But I play video games. I just started getting into reading, like little self-help books. I bought this book from Russ called It's All in Your Head. Been reading that. I'm also doing this 12-week program that J. Cole did called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. Just to help, like, keep the creativity and juices flowing. But yeah, mainly lately, all I've been doing is just taking care of myself, just doing things I like reading, playing a game, working.
I think in the aspect of music or just the aspect of growth, we talk about it all the time. Like, you had kind of mentioned wanting to, off camera, just wanting to be here. And I think I always direct you or just kind of like, have my input and just to take your steps first. I think people visualize that end result again, like, damn, I want to make it here. But then you have to understand you have to have everything leading up to it in order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think we just talk about that all the time. Actually, somebody, I'm not going to mention no name, she said, like, we got like a little bromance, man. We kind of just get in our conversation and we get to talking and we kind of
just
zone
weird
out
how easy
together.
we click, bro. That's crazy, bro. Like, I kind of questioned myself. I was like, this man here kind of like might have a crush on this plan. But nah, bro. That's just like I said. I told one of my friends from New York, like, real recognize real. Even with Josh, like when I first met him, like it was genuine from the jump. That's just how I was raised too. Like my mom always say, treat everybody how you want to be treated. Do unto others as you want to be done to you. All the other good Southern quotes that everybody heard growing up from the South. So
as like a young 20-something-year-old growing up, I mean, right now in today's society, how do you feel about, just getting into relationships and all of that right now, man?
I was hoping you asked that question. I don't know.
Guess just be honest about it, bro. Like,
oh no, I'm
Josh
sure.
and I talk about it all the time. You and I talk about it all the time.
For sure.
Oh
my God.
Right, where are you at right now with or any advice that you have, or you work in the industry now, so the things that you see, does that shape how you view everything?
The one thing that before I even started, like, cause like I do realize that I ain't did nothing yet, but just from off the strength of just the little things I have done and see how fast that moves and how attractive that can be for women or whatever. It's easy to get sunk into that. Like, even like being a security guard, like I'd be minding my business and folks be walking up, like, or like after that night when I turned up with Rhea at the levee, like I had so many people adding me the next day and then people hitting me up and stuff like that, or like, so it's very easy to get caught up in that and get distracted. So like where I'm at is I'm always on guard trying to protect myself and stay towards what I want to do, my intentions and everything from women, from my goals, from like just being a better person, like all that. I'm always trying to protect that because here's where I am with it. If I'm gonna be frank, like I've gotten to the point where I take care of myself the way I want to, and I make myself so happy that like if I know what I can do for myself and what I want for myself, and if I want to be with somebody and they can't give me that, I mean, it's not to sound rude, but there's no room for you here. You know what I mean? Because like if I give you all, I can't give you all of me if you won't give me anything, because then I'm gonna be drained. I'm gonna be like, ugh. And I've done that before, and I hate that.
Because you need that reciprocation back. You need
Yeah,
to
I
feel
hate
like,
that.
you know what I'm saying? Again, like, we spoke on prior episodes about, if I'm gonna fill your cup, you need to fill mine. It's not that I want you to fill. You need to fill mine, because if I give you all of me, I'm gonna be empty.
Yeah.
And then I think that's when you have those people who are damaged and don't know how to heal from it.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
And the messed up part about this is I'm so self-aware of myself that even the people that have like kind of hurt me in a sense, I understand myself in a sense to where I can understand where they're coming from. Like I've had an interaction with a young lady where like, they click with you. I know they did, you know what I'm saying? I've had an interaction with a lady where like we went through so much stuff, but I always say we because like I understand that. But like in that moment, even though you hurt me, in that moment, that's how you knew how to deal with it until you learned how to do better. So I can't really fault you for that because, I mean, if I snap off, being a young kid, I'm snap off somebody like says some disrespect for me, I straight up punch them and I get in trouble. I keep doing that. I'm not going to really learn until I be like, hey, bro, there's different ways to go about this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I try not to fault everybody for the things they do. And I just don't think that people genuinely believe that because that's where I kind of clash with women in a sense because I don't really lie. I don't give false promises no more.
Mm-hmm.
I just genuinely be me and try to stay present as I can, and they're drawn to that. And a lot of people I realize they ask for things, and even you told me this, they ask for things and they're not ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of girls out here, they want that social media relationship, all that stuff, but like you don't really understand what comes with that because if I give you that, you know what I'm saying, like soon as you like, show me you can't handle that, I'm not finna give you no more. Like I do that with anybody. Like if energy switches, I just can't like.
See, sometimes I don't even feel like it's like energy switches. I feel like that's just the energy they have. They were just hiding it. They were trying to match you, right?
Yeah,
You could be up here and they're trying to match you, but they're trying to get up to where you are, but that's just an act, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's, you know what I mean? Like, that's just who they are, and then it
that's valid.
decreases.
You just learned me
decline.
something. That's valid. That's valid.
I mean, what future projects do you have going on for yourself?
Ooh, man. Shoot. Besides just working on this live set for y'all, I don't know if y'all know, there's a guy here from Olathe, Kansas. He goes by Broderick Jones. I met this dope producer by the name of Sam Jordan. We're working on something right now that we're trying to like get a collection together and just have something we can drop for the fall and stuff. It's pretty dope. I showed him one of the tracks.
Let's go.
But he ain't listened to the whole thing, so because he kept listening to the same little snippet that was like a minute. I wanted him to listen to the whole thing.
Bro, we've been busy. We've been working.
Okay, yeah, it's that shit. 2 minutes 30 seconds. It's all good though. I get it though. But nah, we got some stuff on the way. We're gonna make some heat, and I just want to like continue just to grow my page and stuff. Just keep it simple. I'm learning learning more about financial literacy and stuff like that. And
my man actually has a book coming out about financial literacy, man.
That's the animated series, man.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I texted you about that. Like, that's dope.
Yeah.
You made them little. You drew that yourself?
Nah, I came up with the idea. I have
a
little animationist. I ain't gonna say little. She is an animationist from the same school as Rose and Chris with KCAI. But that's hopefully gonna drop in later this summer. But like in 5 years, where do you see your music career going?
I'm gonna be that nigga.
You want to be that guy?
No, I'm definitely gonna be that nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I talk to everybody about it. That's why I just every time, cause I just gotta make sure I just stay consistent in my action, cause I'm an overthinker and that halts me sometimes. So I've been very conscious of that, and I realize every time I act, it just happens. So like, I don't know. I look at it. I don't try to sound cocky or anything, but I look at it like it's so easy. Like, I'm not talking about easy as far as like the music. Let me not say easy. It's natural. It's natural. Because easy, I kind of feel like I sound condescending and arrogant when I say easy. And I'm not that type of person. I'm very humble. But I definitely see myself having a little bit of pull and stuff. But shoot, who knows? I was talking to my cousin about it. Like, we know it's not a matter of, like, if, just when. So, shoot, it could be 5 years. Could be 2.
It could be next week.
It could be 10. Yeah, it could be next week. It could be tomorrow. But like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make sure I'm ready regardless of when it is, you know what I mean? So.
And Brandon, how can the people get in contact with you?
Man, you can follow me on IG at the BLCKSAMSON. I don't know. You know, a lot of people spell Samson with a P. I don't know why. That irritates me. I'm sorry. Yeah. But yeah, at Instagram, the BLCK Samson _ Twitter is SAMSONBOCK _. Facebook is Brandon Williams. I don't know. It's a picture of me when I was a kid. My if y'all trying to collab with beats and stuff like that, my email is blacksamson 662@gmail.com. And they asked the best way to reach me if you're trying to do like business stuff is through my email, please, because I don't really read my DMs. Well, it depends on who DMing me, but yeah, I really don't read my DMs like that. I really don't be on social media. Like, I try not to be out. If I get on there, I get on there to like watch like people I want to watch, and then like I'll post if I need to post. But I try to stay off it, bro, because it just makes me mad.
I got you, man. Brandon, it's been a long time coming, but we finally got you on the show,
Oh,
man.
I'm happy, bro.
It's been a pleasure to have you on. He's Reed Washington. I go by the name of Joshua Hicks. This is Opinionated the Podcast, Season 2, Kansas City edition. Love, always.
She say, why is it when I call that you always hit decline? Cause every time I pick up, it's the same thing every time. You ask me how I'm doing, and I tell you that I'm fine. Trying to match these demons that I sing about every night. She said, why is it